Vietnamese cuisine is more than food. It's a journey through flavors, memories, and centuries of tradition. From the lively street markets of bustling cities to the quiet kitchens of rural villages, every dish tells a story shaped by history, culture, and the warmth of the people who share it. In Vietnam, food is part of everyday life. From simple breakfasts on a small street corner to sweet desserts enjoyed after sunset. Each bite reflects a harmony of ingredients, a balance of flavors, and a culture that celebrates connection around the table. In this journey, Seniworld Travel invites you to explore 5 beloved Vietnamese dishes that locals enjoy every day. Simple, authentic, and full of character, these flavors reveal the true soul of Vietnamese cuisine, a cuisine where every meal is a story waiting to be discovered. In the comforting world of Vietnamese cuisine, chao long is more than just a bowl of porridge. It is a dish that carries warmth, tradition, and the rhythm of everyday Vietnamese life. Slowly simmered until the rice becomes silky and fragrant, the porridge is served with tender pork organs, fresh herbs, and crispy fried dough, creating a balance of textures and flavors that is both simple and deeply satisfying. But the story of chao long goes beyond the bowl. In many Vietnamese cities, this dish comes alive in the quiet hours of early morning. Before sunrise, small street stalls begin to glow with warm lights, and the aroma of hot porridge drifts through the cool air. Workers, students, and early risers gather on tiny stools, sharing bowls of steaming chao as the city slowly wakes up around them. In Vietnamese culture, dishes like chao long reflect a deep respect for ingredients, a philosophy of using every part thoughtfully and turning humble elements into nourishing food. For travelers, sitting at one of these street stalls, listening to the sounds of scooters passing by while enjoying a hot bowl of chao long becomes more than a meal. It becomes a moment of connection with the everyday culture of Vietnamese cuisine, where simplicity, community, and comfort come together in every spoonful. Rich, vibrant, and deeply satisfying, Ban Can Cua reflects the coastal abundance that shapes Vietnamese cuisine. In southern Vietnam, where rivers meet the sea and seafood markets bustle with life, this beloved noodle soup was born from the freshness of the day's catch. Thick, chewy noodles rest in a golden broth slowly simmered from crab, pork bones, and fragrant spices. Each bowl is generously topped with sweet crab meat, quail eggs, herbs, and crispy shallots, creating a harmony of textures and flavors that is both comforting and indulgent. But Ban Can Cua is more than just a bowl of noodles. In many Vietnamese families, it's a dish often shared on relaxed weekends, when loved ones gather around the table and conversation flows as easily as the steaming broth. Street vendors and small eateries also bring the dish to life, where locals sit on low stools, savoring each spoonful while the city hums around them. For visitors, tasting Ban Can Cua is not only about discovering a delicious dish, it's about experiencing the warmth and togetherness that define Vietnamese cuisine, where food is always meant to be shared.
Chị ơi, chị, bánh canh dày được không? Chứ bữa nay nấu không được dây nha. Em ăn gì em chay? 2 gói đầy đủ.
Few foods are as versatile and deeply rooted in tradition as XOI, the beloved sticky rice of Vietnamese cuisine. Steamed until soft and fragrant, it can be enjoyed in countless ways, savory with pork, mung beans, and fried shallots, or sweet with coconut, sesame, and sugar. Simple as it may seem, XOI carries a long cultural story within Vietnamese life. For generations, sticky rice has symbolized abundance, unity, and prosperity. It often appears at important moments, from family rituals and temple offerings to festivals and weddings, where sharing XOI represents good fortune and togetherness. Yet beyond these celebrations, XOI is also part of everyday life. In the quiet hours of early morning, street vendors open their steaming baskets, the aroma of freshly cooked sticky rice filling the air. Workers, students, and travelers stop by to buy a warm portion wrapped in banana leaf or paper, a quick but comforting breakfast before the day begins. For visitors, tasting xoi from a small roadside stall is more than trying a dish. It's experiencing a small, authentic moment of Vietnamese cuisine, where tradition, simplicity, and daily life blend together in every warm bite. With more than 3,000 kilometers of coastline, seafood holds a treasured place in Vietnamese cuisine. From grilled prawns and steamed clams to buttery scallops and spicy crab, the flavors of the ocean are always fresh, vibrant, and deeply connected to the daily life of coastal communities. Along Vietnam's seaside towns, the day often begins before sunrise as fishermen return with boats full of the morning's catch. By evening, these ingredients transform into lively seafood feasts. Restaurants and street stalls near the shore come alive with the sound of sizzling grills, the scent of salt in the air, and tables overflowing with dishes straight from the sea. Friends and families gather around, sharing plates, dipping seafood into lime and chili salt, and enjoying the cool ocean breeze as waves roll nearby. For travelers, this experience is unforgettable. Eating freshly cooked seafood while listening to the rhythm of the sea. In these moments, seafood becomes more than a meal. It reflects the spirit of Vietnamese cuisine, fresh, communal, and deeply connected to the land and water that sustain it. To finish a meal in Vietnamese cuisine, there is Che, the colorful and delightful world of Vietnamese sweet desserts. Made from beans, tropical fruits, coconut milk, jelly, and crushed ice, each bowl is a playful harmony of textures and flavors, reflecting Vietnam's love for balance and creativity in food. Many varieties of Che carry stories that go back generations, some inspired by royal kitchens, others born in small village markets and family homes. Each region adds its own ingredients and traditions, making Che one of the most diverse desserts in Vietnamese cuisine. As evening falls, Che stalls begin to glow in night markets and along busy streets. Locals and visitors gather around colorful displays of ingredients, choosing their favorite combinations while enjoying the lively atmosphere of the city at night. For travelers, tasting Che is more than enjoying a dessert. It's experiencing a sweet moment of Vietnamese culture, where simple ingredients, tradition, and everyday joy come together in a single bowl. From comforting bowls of porridge to colorful desserts, these dishes reveal the true heart of Vietnamese cuisine. a cuisine built on harmony, creativity, and the joy of sharing meals together. Behind every recipe is a story of culture, history, and the everyday life of the Vietnamese people. Across Vietnam, every street corner, every market, and every small family kitchen holds another flavor waiting to be discovered. Because here, food is never just something you eat. It's a story you experience. With Seniworld travel, every journey becomes a chance to taste these stories, meet the people behind them, and explore the culture that makes Vietnamese cuisine so unforgettable. If you enjoyed this culinary journey, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to support the video. And tell us in the comments, which Vietnamese dish would you love to try first? Let Seniworld Travel take you closer to the flavors, cultures, and experiences that make Vietnam truly special.